Hi, I'm Officer Fromer with the Roswell Police Department.
And I'm Officer Johnson. Many citizens have been stopped on a traffic stop by a police officer, and if you never have been, you may be one day.
As police officers, we hear the common misconceptions, and we see firsthand the confusion that often comes with being stopped by the police. We hope to give you some information that can help and provide some insight from a police officer's point of view.
The fact is that even the best drivers make a mistake every once in a while, or may have some sort of equipment issue with their car that needs to be addressed. So, when you see blue lights behind you, don't panic and assume the worst.
When you see that you're being pulled over, it's very important to find a safe place to stop. This can be a side street or a parking lot, or, if there's no other options, off onto the shoulder of the road. Keep in mind to always move to the right-hand side of the roadway so you won't have to deal with faster moving traffic and traffic control devices like stoplights. There's a good chance that the officer planned ahead before activating the blue lights and tried to provide you with a safe place to stop.
If you're looking for a safe place to stop, activate your turn signal and slow down so the officer can clearly see your intention to stop. This will not raise suspicion unless you start to pass safe locations. Do not stop in the middle of the road, in the center travel lanes, or against the median. This is extremely dangerous, and the officer will likely direct you via the PA system to move to a safer location. It will only cause you and the officer more stress as you now have to negotiate across traffic.
Pulling over into a parking lot is fine, but if you do, don't worry about pulling into a parking space. This actually makes things more difficult and disrupts other people in the area. Once you're sure that your vehicle is safely out of the roadway, stay in your car and wait for the officer to approach. Exiting your vehicle on your own automatically elevates the sense of danger for the officer, as many people who exit their vehicle do so because they want to injure the officer, flee from the scene, or are otherwise looking to argue or distract. All of these actions can be dangerous for you, the officer, and the surrounding public, so the officer will likely order you to sit back in the vehicle. However, the officer may ask you to step out of the vehicle for a variety of reasons, and the Supreme Court has upheld an officer's authority to do so.
As the officer is approaching your vehicle and making contact, try to keep your hands visible by placing them on the steering wheel. If it's dark, consider turning on your vehicle's interior lights, and if you have dark tinted windows, consider rolling them down so the officer can clearly see whether or not you have any passengers. If you have any weapons in the car, let the officer know right away and do not reach for them.
The officer may ask for a few simple items like your driver's license, proof of insurance, and registration. The officer is asking for these items to verify your information and to expedite your stop.
It is normal to be upset if you are stopped by a police officer, but don't automatically assume that you are getting a ticket. Police officers use traffic stops to help enforce laws that are written to keep the public safe. We also use traffic stops to help deter crime because it is a visible way to show the public that we are in the area. Once the stop is over, be very careful pulling back into the roadway. It's common for drivers to become emotional, which will cause them to be distracted when trying to merge into the flow of traffic.
Relax, take a deep breath, and pay attention to what you're doing. If you're on the side of a roadway, the officer may not leave until you have safely merged back into traffic.
Thank you for joining us. If you'd like more information, check out our website at roswellgov.com/police and make sure to check us out on Facebook and Twitter.
We'll see you next time on patrol.